Hey, what's good? This is KQKC with another video. Well, I'm going to take it pretty much everywhere right now. Just, do a little chit-chatting about boxing and the do's and don'ts, the heres, the media rumors. Before I do that, I just want to give a shout out to my middle daughter who will be graduating this Friday night as a occupational therapist. Very proud of her and my oldest daughter who will be a doctor in psychology. So very proud of them. Now the last two is why I'm doing this, basically. I would love to help the cause, to help my daughter going to high school, and help my daughter going to college, and my son that's going to high school, and his basketball team that Kobe Bryant's son has. Kobe Bryant has a team also that travels from city to city. But I'm not advertising for their team or school, but I love them and I want to do my best to help them. But with that said, we're talking about boxing right now. Okay, well, we knew how the Triple G and Monterosa fight was going to turn out, as I mentioned earlier. But also I mentioned what was on HBO Mind. Why did they? I understand they took it off of pay-per-view because the numbers just wouldn't have been there. Okay, we all understand that part. Okay, so that's the business part of this boxing thing. So the fight had to go on because for Alvarez to drop dirty, it put Triple G pretty much in a box. Like I said, he still wanted to get paid, but it was up to Triple G team to find a replacement, a substitute. But what did they do? They took the easy way out. Sure, it's not a lot of guys lining up to fight Triple G. It might be a lot of guys lining up for that money, but Triple G only got $1 million for that fight. That's what I don't understand. This guy is holding at least 3 belts. So he's taking the biggest risk. But then again, his team, I believe, is at fault. And HBO. Why? Because they picked Monterosa, which they say, oh, he's a great fighter. He's this, he's that. But he's been out of the ring for 2 years. So they say, okay, well, this is an easy win for you, Gennady. This is a win for you. It's no problem. We'll take him. He took him lightly till he got clipped in the first round, towards the end of the first round. Then the second round, he came out with mean intentions, sitting down on his punches. Left and right, he sat down on him. He sat down on him so hard, Monterosa couldn't take it. And that was that. But I'm here to talk about the business side for a change. Everyone knows that Charlo and Triple G would made an excellent fight. Even maybe a pay-per-view fight. Like I said in my last video, what is the rush? What was the rush? Did they want to still keep that Cinco de Mayo day? Charlo is always ready to fight. He haven't fought for a minute. The brother has, but he hasn't. Not like he want to be active. He want to fight 3 times a year, but, it's kind of hard to make fights now. Because everybody wants this, wants that, wants this, wants that, wants this venue, wants this and that. Now everybody want to fight in Brooklyn, the new hub of the boxing world. You know how Vegas was the head of all the boxing. Everybody fought at Caesar Palace. All the heavyweights of yesteryears, and Floyd Mayweather always fought in the MGM. Matter of fact, he fought so much and brought so much money in there that they gave him a room at the top, a lifetime room at that, a lifetime suite at the top. He brought so much money into MGM Grand Garden Arena and its affiliates. When he fought Conor McGregor, that was an MGM extension. So, with that said, again, HBO and the Triple G team decided on Monterosa besides Charlo. Matter of fact, Demetrius Andrade, he would have took it. He haven't fought for a while. He messed up his career. This would have been good for him. Last time he fought, I believe, was what? Somebody overseas. And Willie Nelson. This would have been a good step-up fight for Demetrius to get back in the game. Besides always on Instagram and Twitter and all the other boxing channels talking smack and haven't fought nobody. He was almost like he begging for a fight. And Charlo said, hey, he had his chance. And he backed out of it. So let him wait. Breaking up press conference. He almost sounded desperate. But that is another video. But that fight was open. Let me see. Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. It was a lot of middleweights that would have stepped up to the plate. I wouldn't say necessarily for the money, but for their careers. Just like Kell Brook. He stepped up. I think in the back of his head, he thought he was going to shake up the world, but that didn't happen. But we have to understand that, and I say this over and over again, it's a business, people. It's a business before boxing. You got the networks involved, promoters, even the fighters have their demands. So, it was a fight that everybody predicted the outcome, but maybe they didn't predict it as soon as the second round, like I didn't. But, see, that's the reason why I don't watch HBO or subscribe to it. Because they are not so honest. They're trying to catch up or produce or latch on to a fighter or fighters that can compete with the PBC / Showtime / CBS. But so far they haven't. And looking at the schedule for the next 3-4 months, I don't think they're going to be able to. At least not this year. No matter how much Jim Lampley hype it up, no matter how much bootlicking Bernard Hopkins, but much respect to his career, no matter how much he tried to hype it up, but it was too late to promote that fight. So there's a lot of fights going on Showtime that's coming up. You know, I wish I had tickets to see Earl the Truth Spence Jr. Ooh, I would love to be in the nosebleed section. I wouldn't care. Tickets had started off with $50. I think I could have came up with $50. But we all know that the fight's already been made for Showtime. So it should be no problem. There's no worries, no problem. Al Heyman put together a lot of fights. A lot of money is going to be made with PBC, Showtime / CBS. And Steven Espinoza has done a great job with Showtime. You know, I had to tip my hat off to him. He has done a great job. Only problem we foresee right now, and we all know what that is. I said I was going to talk about it, but sometimes it just still draws you in because people still have questions. People still trying to say this, say that. But like I tell everybody, the bottom line is Deontay Wilder don't want it so. He don't. He just wants his belts. Then on the other hand, I can understand what Anthony Joshua is saying or trying to say. Other words, he's trying to say he don't want to take that risk. He don't want to come out and say it, but he don't want to sign on the dotted line. He don't want to take that risk for $50 million because he know once that O is gone, people tend to look at you a little differently, and it also messes up your mental state. Well, I'm not that good like I thought I was, or I thought I was the best heavyweight in the world, but I lost, and now I have a loss on my record. That messes people up, as Adrian Broner. But most of it is, his fault, but he tried to show us that a lot of great fighters had losses on their record, like Muhammad Ali, Chavez Sr., and everything. But that's fine. Those were great fighters. They are. They were the GOAT. But Adrian Broner ain't the GOAT. He ain't that type of fighter. He ain't that guy. I don't even know why he did that. We all remember when he did that. No, he wasn't that guy. And plus, when you lose your fan base and people start ridiculing you and you still talk shit, then there's a problem. Then once he took them couple losses, I don't know, it seemed like he lost his damn mind. You know, sent threatening messages, F his mama, F his baby mama, F his daddy, and all that, acting a fool in Walmart, going to jail drunk, getting his car shot up. I mean, hitting girls on their ass in the mall, going to jail. I mean, sometimes, Floyd Mayweather is not the best role model. But the advice that he gave Adrian Broner was the best advice one fighter to another can give. But he didn't listen. So that's that. We all remember that, and I'm not going to relive it again. Same way with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder might have to move on down the line. Go ahead and fight Brazil or whoever. And AJ will stay over in London comfortably and fighting people he know he can beat. Because, see, the motto for 2018 is supposed to be the best fighting the best. Keith Thurman is out with an elbow injury or something like that. Then he hurt his hand in training camp for an upcoming fight. Supposed to have been this month. So he vacated the belt. Maybe because he knew he was going to get it taken. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But at the same time, the best have to fight the best. So you have Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. Put that fight together. That's a beautiful fight there. And let Errol Spence take on the winner. They're all in the same division. They're all welterweights. I really believe he should get past Ocampo. He should get past Carlos June the 16th. And if he don't take too much punishment, maybe he can make one of those fights happen before January. Now, I don't know what his plans are, on the private side. He might want to just spend some time with his family. He just been in training camp. He's in training camp now, and after the fight, he might just want to chill. I don't know. But the best is supposed to fight the best this year. Not next year, this year. And now it seems like this fight has been built up so much that it's pretty much forcing Anthony Joshua's hand. Now, I know a lot of Brits over there are on Anthony Joshua's side. I understand that. I understand boxing. I understand sticking with your country. I understand that. I like Anthony Joshua. But facts are facts. And nobody say anything about him selling his soul. All he have to do is just sign the contract. And of course, go over the contract with Eddie. Make sure all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted. And we already know Deontay Wilder is willing to travel. We don't have a problem with that. And that should be a big fight, so the referee will definitely play a big part in it, because all eyes will be on the third man in the ring. It won't be another one of those referee helping out Anthony Joshua in the Khan fight, you know. It's not going to be one of them deals. Then Eddie Hearn said in the interview, oh, I didn't know the referee. He was from Italy or somewhere. You know, I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating what came out of his mouth in the interview. I keep telling you, game recognize game. Real recognize real. So, HBO should have got real with Triple G. Okay, I get it. Triple G is undefeated. Triple G has 3 belts. Triple G is getting older. But Triple G fight fell through. Big money fight he would have had. He would have had Canelo Alvarez besides Monterosa. But like that title say, all eyes on me. Well, all eyes was on Triple G team and HBO. It was a lot of good upper echelon middleweights out there. It was. And for some reason, they didn't go that route. I mean, I understand that he was a last minute fill-in. I don't know, was it a network situation or what? But they had to fight on Cinco de Mayo. Why? I don't know. Maybe because Showtime is throwing down and have a lot of dates coming up. Maybe that's it. I don't know. You know, you got Stevenson and Badu Jack. You know, you got them guys fighting. You know, you got Gary Russell. I mean, it's a lot of Ishii. You got him fighting Harrison. So, I don't know. So maybe, just maybe, they had to do that just maybe to break even. So, now, Triple G still is an exciting fighter. Don't get me wrong. And Monterosa, you know, I understand that he couldn't make the weight that he'd been fighting at because he really is he really fought at 154, to be honest. But he said, well, I'm looking at him, and as I look at him now on the picture, I don't think it was that hard to make 154 for him. Well, he said that he feels comfortable at this weight and he don't like the struggle. So, with that said, you know, KQKC just wanted to talk boxing. And with that, subscribe to my channel. If you like what I'm saying, hit the like button. Again, just a post-fight talk about the last fight from last night. All right? Thank you. And everybody have a great day. Okay? This is KQKC, and I'm out.